Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul. Yes, I'm back. I got a little haul here. We had, well, yeah, okay. So my local comic shop, one of the local shops here in town, had a buy one get one 50% off sale, right? And I know this guy had just bought a big collection recently. This store is so packed. They sell antique toys, and it's really just a converted house. But it's just packed, floor to ceiling with stuff. So I'm like, oh good, they're having a sale. Because he hasn't changed over his comic inventory in a long time, right? So I'm like, oh good, I'm gonna get my hands on these books that he got. I'll get to see what we got in here and get some stuff. A lot of his books are $1. Cool. I go, I make the time. He doesn't have those books out. He's got them sitting in the corner all stacked up, and I don't know why. But I got there, I was like one of the first ones there on the Friday when the sale started, and he pulled out 2 stacks of books. He's like, I haven't had a chance to add these to the boxes yet, so you can go through those if you want. I'm like, absolutely. I said, yes, always go through books. So I pulled out some real eclectic stuff and a couple of gems that I got for $1 or less, so just bear with me. I went down to Bloomington, Indiana, to IU, Indiana University this weekend with my lovely lady and had a good time. And they have a comic shop and a little antique shop, and I found a couple things there. So, good weekend of comic buying. Here we go. First, this is just super random. I've been watching a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff lately, like a lot of like the history of Hanna-Barbera. I don't know why. I just have. It's interesting. So here's one of the many Scooby Doo #1s. They were published by a lot of companies, but this is Scooby Doo #1. But this is a Burger King edition. This was like something they sold at the restaurant. I don't know. I haven't researched it, but that was $1. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick up a Scooby Doo #1. Hanna-Barbera goodness. Cool. And then this book was hot about a month ago when everyone was talking about Suicide Squad and all these characters are going to be in it. Bloodsport, a character making his first appearance. And Superman #4. I haven't even looked. I'm sure this book is already not hot, but it was like 50 cents. So yeah, why not? I'll pick that up. John Byrne's story, if nothing else, right? Man, I was really excited to find this one. This made the whole trip worthwhile, right? I've been looking for this book on the cheap for a while. I still need his first appearance, but this is Batman 638. The revelation that the Red Hood is the recently resurrected Jason Todd. Dun, dun, dun. The former Robin, murdered by the Joker, somehow back from the dead. Great cover there. Great old school cover as Batman. Anytime they say you on a cover, as if you would see someone say, you? How can it be you? I sounded kind of like Doc Brown there for a second. Anyway, really cool book. I got it for $1. I was really excited to pick that up. And then in that same storyline, here's 641. This is where Batman realizes that it's Jason Todd. This is the end of that storyline where they come face to face, masks off. Really cool. The adaptation of this storyline, it's one of those DC movie, direct-to-DVD animated movies. One of my favorites. Under the Red Hood, I think, or Batman Red Hood, something like that. It's really good, and very happy to get this for $1 or under. And then in the same pile, and so those came out in like 2005, I think, and then in 2011, the same writer, Judd Winnick, did a guest stint on Batman and Robin, also featuring the Red Hood, but I don't know this story here because I feel like this is a different version of the Red Hood. It's still supposed to be Jason Todd, but he's like a redhead. It's weird. I just flipped through this, but I'll give it a read. So it's less than $1. I picked it up. And then they had, this one's hot, or has been hot in the past, Batman 655, the first appearance or cameo appearance, depending on who you want to ask, of Damian Wayne, son of Batman, future Robin. He's just in shadow in this, so it's back and forth. But I've seen this going for $20-30 online, and I got it for $1. So yeah, so a real small stack there, but some good stuff. I'm very happy to get those in my collection. Then down at Bloomington, I picked up a couple of books from their little tiny comic book shop on just off of campus. They had a Batman 436, first appearance of Tim Drake. As a child, Tim Drake became Robin. It's a real Batman heavy haul this time around. I didn't even plan to wear this t-shirt. That's kind of funny. Anyway, first Tim Drake. Tim Drake, one of my favorite characters. This is him as a child. Well, he's, Robin, 13-year-old, but he's like an 8-year-old here, right? But first appearance Tim Drake. Very cool to get that. And then they had, I have a couple copies of this, but I wanted another one. Batman 442, first Tim Drake in Robin costume. This is the old school Robin costume with little booties and the weird shorts. I also thought it was really weird that they have this on the cover. DC Comics aren't just for kids, but the cover is very clearly just like, young boy Robin. It's like, that's an interesting message. Like, I don't know, it's just odd to me, but classic book. Yeah, good stuff. Then last but not least, at their antique mall, I always love finding an antique mall or flea market because, who knows what goodies you'll find. But I found some comics there, and most of them I had no interest in, but they had these two for $4 each, and I could not pass them up because these are great. Rawhide Kid, number 61 from 1967. Beautiful shape. Look at that. Look at the colors on that. The really sharp corners. You find, granted, I know Westerns are not everyone's cup of tea. They're not really my cup of tea. I got a ton in that big collection I bought back in February. So if I find them on the cheap and in good shape, I'll pick them up. Any Marvel Silver Age book that is $4, I'll pick up pretty much in any condition. And to find this one in such nice shape, oh yeah, absolutely. So that's exciting. Then they had another one. This one in slightly less condition, but still presents really nice. Two Gun Kid, number 84 from 1966. So you got a little foxing at the top there, and got some damage around the staple there, if you can see that. But still, for $4, $8 total for two Marvel Silver Age books. Yes. So that's what I got this weekend. This coming weekend, October's usually big for me for some reason. Coming weekend, my local comic book show is coming back. So I think I'm gonna go to that. I'm waiting to see what the COVID numbers are doing in Indiana. They've been pretty high lately, so I'm kind of scared. But either way, unless something drastic happens, the following week is a big comic book show in Kokomo, Indiana. For me, a big comic show, right? That I'm going to attend. So next 2 weeks, hopefully I'll have 2 comic book shows, and I will have stacks of goodies to show off, hopefully, fingers crossed. But that's it for this week, everybody. Stay safe, be well, and I will see y'all soon.